Hello, and welcome to another edition of What Pastor Jeremy Has to Say About This Month's LifeApp. Hope you're all doing well, and hope this video finds you enjoying time together as we are social distancing, but family connecting. So we've been talking this month all about the LifeApp of forgiveness, deciding that someone else doesn't have to pay, especially when they've wronged us. And Jesus talked all about forgiveness. And last week, week 4, I talked about the first part of the story that Jesus used, a parable that Jesus used called the parable of the lost son. But I said it should be called the parable of the really awesome dad. And we talked about the first part, which was the son asked for all of his money from his father, his inheritance. He went off and he spent it all in a faraway country. He came groveling back to his dad, asking if he could be a servant. And before he could even get to his house, his father ran out to meet him. He gave him a coat. He gave him a ring. They killed the fattened calf. They had a ginormous party for the son. But the story didn't quite end there. The story actually ended when the older son, his older brother, came in from the field working. And when he saw all these people and he heard the dancing and he heard the singing, he was furious and he's like, "What is going on? What's up?" And the servants told him that his father had thrown a party for his younger brother who had just come home from a far-off country. And the older son was furious. Why should they celebrate my brother? He's done everything wrong. He is one giant mess up. Everything he does just turns to nothing. He spent all of father's money, he spent half of our money, all of his inheritance, and he's come back with nothing, and dad throws him a party? The father came out to the older son and begged his son to join. He said this is what the son said when his father said, "Please join the party, celebrate this." In Luke chapter 15, verse 29, the older son answered his father with this. He says, "Look, all these years I've been slaving for you and never disobeyed your orders, yet never did you ever give me even a young goat so I could celebrate with my friends." Meanwhile, this brother of mine, this son of yours, runs off and he spends all of your money, and he got a party? And this is what the really awesome dad said to the son. He said this, "My son, you are always with me, and everything I have is yours. But we had to celebrate, and we had to be glad, because this brother of yours was dead, and he's alive again. He was lost, and now he is found." Did the older son decide to forgive his younger brother and join the party? Jesus never tells us that. But if the son didn't forgive, he missed out. He missed out on a giant party. He missed out on the opportunity to forgive his brother. See, that's our bottom line. When you don't forgive, you miss out. When you don't forgive, you miss out. It's not easy to forgive, but with God's help, we can forgive. Now, I want to play a little word association game. This is a game where I'm going to put up a word, and you're going to tell me the first word that comes to your mind. Okay? And now this will have some reasons why I'm doing this later. How about this first one? Open. Okay. Those are great answers. Yeah. Open, right? How about this one? This is a word that Kenzie really likes a lot. No. What do you think when you hear the word no? Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. How about this word? Hot. Okay. Yeah. Those are all great answers. And the last one. Left. Okay. So let's think about these words. Let's think about these words real quick. The first word that we did was open. How many of you said closed? Open, closed. How about when I put the word no up? Yeah, you said yes. How about when I said hot? Hot dog? Hot dog. How about cold? And how about left? You probably said right. Again, they're opposites. It's kind of how we're built. We always think to do the opposite or think the opposite of words instead of open, closed, no, yes, hot, cold, left, right. We don't say no and then think of a word that's kind of like no, or the word hot and think warm. We think cold. We're always inclined to do the opposite, but that's not how it should be with forgiveness. Sometimes we're inclined when someone makes us mad, or someone does something that wrongs us, or someone does something that infuriates us. Our first reaction is to get even with them and to go after them and to say something mean, to say something snotty, to say something hurtful, to do something hurtful. But that's not what Jesus said we're to do. We're to do the opposite of that. Jesus said that we're in Matthew, he was talking to people on the side of a mountain. He said, pray for your enemies. Bless those people who say bad things about you. Love them in spite of the things they do. Jesus says to do the opposite of what the opposite would be that we would want to do. Our first reaction is to be angry. And Jesus says, no, 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 no. You should do the opposite of that. You should not be angry. So when we talk about forgiveness, we should talk about doing the opposite of what our reaction would be. If our reaction is to get mad and angry, maybe we should be calm and talk it out. That's what forgiveness is really all about, deciding that someone else shouldn't have to pay. As soon as you're done watching this video, get onto studio252.tv and go to the Fun to Watch section and watch the videos for week 5. Week number 5, there are 5 Sundays in March, and we're back 1 week. So we're now in April, and I will be uploading another video coming up this week on our new LifeApp for the week of April. So you'll have to pay attention and watch for that video so that you can learn about the new LifeApp that we'll be covering in the month of April. But while you are getting ready to do that, I'm also going to send out a couple of extra videos next week, because next week is kind of our Easter week. Tomorrow, this Sunday, I'm recording this on Saturday. Tomorrow is Sunday, and then we call it Palm Sunday, or when Jesus made his triumphal entry into Jerusalem. But next Sunday is Easter, Resurrection Sunday. And so all this week, we should be looking forward to celebrating Jesus' resurrection. So Miss Samantha and I have put together our heads, and we've come up with some really cool ideas for you to do while you're at home that we can all do virtually as a big group. So be looking for that. I'm going to be sending out a video about that on hopefully by Monday, just talking about some things that we can do to just declare how amazing Jesus is. So parents, be looking for that video. Sit down and watch those videos with your kids and talk about how forgiveness has changed and impacted our lives in Jesus. Have a great week, and I hope to see you all virtually tomorrow as Pastor Duncan and I will be sharing about the resurrection. Be blessed. Actually, we're going to be sharing about the crucifixion. And then next week, we'll be talking about the resurrection. So yeah, good catch on my part, right? All right, everyone. Talk to you later. Have a great rest of your day. Get out, enjoy some fresh air, and be blessed.